guys, what's up? It's Reya here and I'm here to answer your questions about the behind the scenes moments of Star Magic 30's Beyond the Stars US tour. Thoughts on Carlo Aquino. Carlo is such a cool guy. He's like all into like what he wants and like what he's into, like photography or like singing. Like, to be honest, I didn't understand the hype about Carlo Aquino until working with him, and I was like, I understand the hype now. He's like one of my favorites. Yo, Carlo, I hope to see you soon. I also got thoughts on Charlie Dizon. Charlie, seriously, before I met Charlie, I would assimilate her with like Hugo because like Rika Seacat really got me like so sad for the past, what, I think it was, how many months were they on? They were on for like 5 months. Viral Scandal was on for 5 months. And you know, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be around depression for like these next 3 days. But she's so funny, she's so happy, like the energy that she like puts out in the world is so like contagious where it brings people in, and she's just so welcoming. Charlie, please come back soon. So this next portion is dedicated to the Don Bell fans. Like, I got your questions. There were a lot of Don Bell questions. I am happy to answer the ones that I know. What do you think about Don Bell as a love team and individually? As a love team, I'm trying to be careful with what I say here because like, you know, like I don't want to get in trouble, but it's nice stuff. As a love team, I believe that, you know, it's amazing seeing like two individuals support one another through any endeavor that they pursue. Like, especially for touring, it was Belle's first time in the United States. Like come on, like your best friend is like showing you like how the United States is, and like really like know how Donnie was saying like, yeah, I'm here to support Belle with like her first time here in the United States. And you know, he definitely did that from my perspective. I would see them and be like, oh, son of all, like they're so sweet, like individually and like as a team. Like it would be weird. It'd be so weird if like you worked with like one person for 3 years, like, cause come on, like he's into her, started filming in like 2019, right before the pandemic. And like it'd be weird if like you just like started working with each other and like, you know, you don't really like bond, or you don't really, you guys are not like best friends, or you guys like hate each other, you know? Like, so like if you guys are wondering like if it's real or fake, you know, the support that they like give each other, like I think it's very genuine. Individually wise, like for Belle, she reminded me that I take things for granted. Like, because you know, here I am in the United States, there's a Target like 10 miles away from me, like at any radius if you're going north, south, east, and west. And then here it's like Belle, she's like, I am so excited for Target. I'm very excited to go to Target. Like, it was to the point where she wanted to go to the mall with us because she knew that Target was next door. I'm so happy that she got to experience like the Target magic, because Target is literally like amazing. If you don't know what Target is like a big store, but it's not a marketplace. It's where you can buy like a lot of things like clothes, home decor, first aid, a lot of things, like whatever you want. And then there's like Target syndrome where you get one thing and then you come out with like 20 other things that you didn't need to buy. So I hope she bought what she wanted at Target. But for Donnie, you know, Donnie surprised me because like when I would talk to him during the media cons, he'd be like open and talking about like what I asked him. But then when I met him like in person, like he was so like shy. Like I understand, like, no, if you read the articles about him, they say he's an introvert. I definitely understand that now. But in person, it took a while for him to like, you know, open up to me and, you know, like actually talk to me. Like the first time I met him, he like came up to me and he was like, are you that girl that does the media cons? And I'm like, yeah, the one that was like, let's go party, Donnie. Let's go party, Donnie. Let's go party. And he's like, oh, okay. And then, but then like when he saw the stuff that I would be making, he was more comfortable with me, and like he was so happy that I created the videos that I created, like the Kavigan video and like all the other videos that he was featured on. This question was very hilarious. It says, why are you so slow with Don Bell content? The reason why I was so slow on Don Bell content was because I worked closely with Donnie's team to make sure like the content that I'm pushing out there is like is what, you know, they would want. I'm here for the artist. Like, I'm not here for myself and for like my own gain. Like, no, like I'm supposed to support the artist and push them out to like a new audience, which, you know, was like the United States and beyond, like that type of market. And I wanted to make sure, like, you know, with Don Bell and like specifically Donnie too, like if I had an idea of like what I wanted to show, like I really had to work with Donnie's team. I wanted to make sure that, you know, like this is okay. Like that's the reason why I was very cautious with Don Bell content, because, you know, like I wanted to make sure I do it right. And this is like, I want to come back. I want to work with these people again. So that's why I was very like cautious with Don Bell content. I hope you guys consider like these videos that I made were a blessing and like a new perspective out, like, so yeah. So I got this question a lot, and I know that all the media that I worked with got this question too. That question is, do you have the video of Bell singing Don't Know Why at Yamashiro's? And you know, I actually do not have that video. I am so sorry that I am not able to provide that for you. The reason why that I don't have it, Nikki doesn't have it, Steve doesn't have it, is because it was towards the end of the event, where like people were like having fun. People wanted to talk to me about the videos I made or like my current project. So I was cornered on a corner talking to like some people while she was singing, and I didn't know that she sang. If I knew she was gonna sing, I would have been like, excuse me, I gotta get Belle singing. She's an angel dropped from heaven. Like seriously, move. Yeah, I would have seriously tried to get that video if I knew she was going to perform. In addition to that question, they asked, did I party with Don Bell?
Belle, you're invited too. Let's go, sis. Get forward.
I actually did not get to party with them. It was like a business type of mixture where, you know, like people were drinking, but then also like it wasn't like, let's have fun. Like we did have fun. No, don't get me wrong, we did have fun, but it was like, it was very professional. Like it was not like, there was no dancing music. It wasn't like we couldn't get high feet at Yamashiro's. So yeah, I didn't get to party with Don Bell, but I think, you know, one day I will. Who knows if it's in the Philippines or in the United States or at Mars. I feel like I will get to party with them someday, somehow. This next question got me like laughing so hard. It says, is Direct Lauren Kuya? I was laughing very hard because, you know what, great minds think alike. To the point where I put it on like Instagram as a poll to see like how many people who watch my stories think Direct Lauren is Kuya, and the vast majority of them said yes, I think he's Kuya. But for me, I did ask him that question when he was about to leave, and you know, like I was like low-key buzzed, and I think he was having a fun time at Yamashiro's, where when I asked him, he started laughing, and his response that he gave me led me to say, and you know what? I'll see you soon. I don't know if he's Kuya. Like he didn't tell me whether or not he was Kuya. He was like laughing, and he gave me like a response that, you know what, that I'm gonna cherish forever. So like I seriously do not know, but hopefully someday I'll know. Maybe, who knows, if I go on PBB, I will know by then. But it's so funny, a lot of people would say, oh my gosh, Reya, I think you'd be so good for PBB. I never watched PBB before, like I only seen clips of it on YouTube, so I don't know if I'm good for it. If it happens, it happens, but I don't think it's gonna happen. These next questions pertain to what's coming next. The first question I got was, will you be covering Gigi Delana and the Gigi Vibes concert in October? And to be honest, I don't know yet. I hope I can. Like, there's so much work that has to be done before I can announce that, hey, I'm gonna like cover Gigi. I really want to. Like, no, Gigi is so funny. Like seriously, like if she wasn't singing, like she would be like a great comedian. Like she would be like the Tiffany Haddish of the Philippines. Like that's how funny she is. To be able to cover that, like, you know, I hope I can. Gigi, if you see this, I would be happy to create content for you and the Gigi Vibes. If you're gonna go around San Francisco or like backstage shenanigans, I got you. Carlo Aquino is coming back for the Gigi Vibes nomination concert, so Carlo, like, push for me too. I got you, buddy. Like, I'll take more videos of you taking pictures. Like, come on, let's go. Next question says, are you going to ASAP Las Vegas? In regards to covering it, I seriously don't know what's happening with ASAP Las Vegas, but I hope I can. That's up for discussion at the moment. It's only like September, so I don't know. You know, hopefully I can do it. Las Vegas would be fun with everybody. I know it's gonna be all hands in, so like if you want me to like carry a light, I'll be happy to carry a light, or like get Regine Velasquez a sandwich, like please. You know, content creation too, like I'll be happy to create content for them too. Someone asked, would I like to do this full-time? To be able to do this full-time would be a blessing. I love content creating so much. Like if I can spend like hours at a computer and just like zone in. But I feel like I would have to like be strategic about it and feel like for myself, like I feel like I would have to create something for myself where I could do this full-time, where like, you know, where everything that I do would go to me. So I'll probably work on that. I'll probably work for that, and who knows what will happen in the next few years. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I could do this, like where, you know, it takes me to places, but you know, we'll see. I hope you guys are liking the content that I'm creating, and you know, if you like what you see and you vibe with like my videos or with this video, I hope you guys subscribe, because like I want to make sure like you guys get the content that you want, whether that's interviews or something creative like with what I've been doing with Star Magic. So like if you like what you're seeing, like let me know what you want to see next. This final question puts me on my own hot seat that I usually put other people in. And this question says, how do you see Beyond the Stars bridging the gap between Filipinos all over the world? My friend submitted this question. So from my perspective, I think it's a stepping stone of bridging the gap between everyone, like not just Filipinos, but you know, everyone. Looking back at what I created and what I published and like the outcome and the responses to it, I think, you know, a lot of people now in the United States, they know that, oh my gosh, there's people that like are around my age that have music out there, that are actors, like saying like, oh my gosh, there's like very talented individuals that, you know, that deserve to be highlighted, not just in the Philippines, but like all over the world. And hopefully like this is like one step of like pushing our talent and our stories and everything else, like our culture, to like the main stage. When I went to Ceremony with them, and when I saw a lot of people crying because, you know, like Andrea Brillantes was just right in front of them, or Kylie Chari was there, or Maurice Call, or like Charlie Dizon was like right in front of them. Like I think it was like, oh my gosh, like there's a lot of people that like really love them in the United States. And you know what, for them, like for the artists, like they did not know that, you know, they had supporters here in the United States. Like a lot of people that it was their first time here in the United States, like they thought their supporters were only like in the Philippines, or like OFWs like from the Philippines, like who have dispersed into like, you know, Dubai or Europe. And I think it showed them like, you know what, I have something greater to work for. I can dream big. I can probably like reach the United States and do what, you know, like a lot of people like Inigo Pascual is doing. And hopefully like that bridges the gap between everyone around the world, that where it shows like our stories and our people and like the talents, our culture. It deserves the recognition that is like so due, you know. And hopefully it leads to more opportunities for Filipinos, and I hope it shows a lot of artists from like different backgrounds or other media companies like that are not Filipino, that, you know, like don't be afraid to come to the United States and try to touch like another audience and like reach out to them and showcase your talents. Like, you know, like the investment is good, I guess, like because, you know, it's rewarding. Seriously, like a lot of people were crying for them when they were performing on stage. Like I saw a lot of people front row who was like, oh my gosh, Sancho, like oh my gosh. Or like, and one of my friends that I was so happy to give her a ticket, she was like crying when like before the music started. So I believe Beyond the Stars illustrated that, you know, there's so much out there that's upcoming, and you know what, you better watch out. Well, this is the end of the video and the end of covering Star Magic 30's Beyond the Stars US tour. I hope you guys enjoyed all the content that I shared with you all, whether that was on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I hope you guys continue to stay tuned. Hopefully I get to cover the Domination Tour and ASAP Las Vegas. For updates on that, you can follow me at Reya on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You can also follow my interviews page at Hella Interviews for upcoming interviews with your favorite Capabilia stars. Till then, be courageous. See you there.